Hey guys, it's Kel. In honor of 2 years of Significant Lovers, we thought we'd unlock one of our Patreon bonus episodes from the past, from the vault, when Drake met Rihanna. This episode was recorded 2 years ago in 2022, so anything that happened since then is not mentioned. And I'm recording this summer 2024, but Drake and Rihanna's story pretty much concluded before then anyway. There is quite a lengthy tangent about Degrassi in the beginning of this episode, but it's a really fun episode and I hope you enjoy it, and thank you all for supporting Significant Lovers for the past 2 years, and we'll see you again soon with new episodes.
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart?
We're recording.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to Significant Lovers.
We are your hosts. My name is Mel.
I'm Kel.
And thank you so much for joining us on the Patreon. We're really loose here.
Yes.
Except in the first 10 minutes when the teaser is.
There is a teaser, yes. My mom, hey mom, has been very confused about the teasers to me and frustrated about it.
Yeah. I will say some people, we did get a negative review, but the person did rescind it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you change your mind about things, and I really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
The teaser is just a chance for people to listen and contemplate subscribing. And also, we're going to cover so many couples that some people will discover us on Apple or on Spotify just searching episodes and come across our podcast. So I know there's going to be times when people are like, oh, I want you to cover this couple.
Yeah.
And if they're looking on Spotify, they'll be able to see that we have an episode
True. Yeah.
on the Patreon. Just makes it easier to have everything listed in one place.
I agree. Yeah. And I'm really proud of these episodes we do. So, yeah, I want them all to be seen, to the public in some way. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the Patreon episodes, the bonus episodes, I don't know, what is the pattern for them? Like, I feel like at first we said they're maybe not as long relationships.
Mm-hmm.
But lately I've been thinking about doing long relationships for the bonus episode. So,
I feel like it's just a feeling.
It's just a feeling.
It's something makes more sense as a bonus episode.
Yeah. So, thanks for joining us. It's your weekly dose of romance and breakups and love stories.
So who are we covering today, Kelly?
Today we are covering Drake and Rihanna. The pop singer, R&B pop singer Rihanna, rapper Drake. Maybe some of you guys know them. Did Drake and Rihanna date? I'm not sure. I feel a little this couple is confusing.
Yeah. I always felt like they contemplated dating and were flirty and people wanted them to date, but it never totally happened.
Yeah, I know. So that's what I'm trying to figure out through this. Did they actually date? Was it just a thing? Was there anything? Was there nothing? Was it just PR?
Maybe.
I don't know. But it's funny because when you read articles and stuff, some places act like they did date. And even in their Wikipedias, which I know in school they said not to use Wikipedia for your sources.
I always trust Wikipedia.
But don't you feel like Wikipedia is always pretty official?
They are.
Things? If something is on Wikipedia, it is legit.
Yeah, I agree. Because I feel like there's so many eyes on there.
Yeah, and on both of their pages it says they were on an on and off again relationship for several years. I know. And whenever you look them up, they come up in each other's dating history. It says Drake was with Rihanna. I don't know, some celebrity type of magazines acted like they were 100% official. Some act like not really. I was, before you came over earlier today, Googling, because I do think Drake and Rihanna were probably not official.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, has Drake ever dated anybody?
Officially.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, because obviously he has a baby mama, but I don't think they were even dating.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And, like, I feel like he had a flirty thing with Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
But they never really officially dated.
And he had something like that with Jennifer Lopez, too, apparently.
He did?
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like he dated somebody on Degrassi.
Maybe. We'll get into it.
Manny?
Well, Degrassi. But I don't know. I actually don't know if he dated someone from Degrassi.
I feel like he did date a cast member, but I might be wrong.
Let us know, guys.
He can't commit.
I know.
Or he can't lock it down, maybe.
I don't know. Which one is it?
Yeah.
Because he has this persona. He says it. He acts like he's this, like, lover boy. Like, he loves romance. He's sad. But he never seems to officially date somebody. So I don't know what the deal is.
Maybe he's avoidant?
Maybe. So, this couple is a little different from the ones we've done so far.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to say, even if they weren't officially together, those relationships can still mean a lot to people.
Yeah.
Right? Can't we all relate to that?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you can be the most important person, I think, at least to one of them. This did mean a lot to them. And it probably still does. And even though they weren't official, it's still significant.
It is. And I think sometimes it's a disservice to yourself to not count those relationships because they can have a big impact.
They can.
In your life.
They really can.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, this episode's a little lighter, little fun.
We need that.
Yeah,
I think we need it.
No death in this episode. No
Good.
divorce in this episode.
Yeah.
Just a little fun episode, but it is kind of like being a detective or something, like trying to figure out what happened between
I'm excited
these two
to
people,
learn.
Because you'll hear it's like the timeline goes on. Like sometimes you're like, oh, no, this wasn't a thing, and then you hear something else, and then it's confusing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hit me with it.
Okay. Oh wait, do you want to ask me the question?
Oh yeah, well I was gonna ask you, why did you want to cover this couple? You were kind of saying that earlier.
Yes. I was telling you on the train that I wanted to do Rihanna. I just felt compelled. I don't know. I actually really used to like her a lot back in middle school, like her Good Girl Gone Bad days. I was really into her. I would like draw pictures of her with her asymmetrical
hairstyle.
Short hairstyle. I wanted to do Rihanna, but I don't know, guys. She doesn't have the best taste in men, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Chris Brown. I don't know. I didn't want to do her. Brown.
Yeah, guys, that's the thing about our podcast. We're not gonna do couples with abuse or like.
What if we
outright abuse?
What if we're halfway through the relationship and then we realize?
I know that I'm kind of
doing
nervous.
the research.
I'm nervous about that. But like, obviously, Chris Brown and Rihanna, I don't ever want to cover that.
It's just bad vibes.
Yeah, I don't want an episode when Rihanna met Chris Brown. Yeah, with a cute little When Harry Met Sally graphic. That doesn't sit right with me. And same with Amber Heard and like Johnny Depp. We're not going to cover those couples.
Unsubscribe. I wouldn't say never for Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, but I just think it's been already talked about so much that I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just not.
That's true. But something like Rihanna and Chris Brown, like, no.
Yeah,
not gonna happen.
Chris Brown will come up today, but
okay.
Then she also dated Travis Scott, which I'm not feeling him lately.
No,
and
neither.
She is now with A$AP Rocky, which I don't know. I probably don't know all the details, and I used to think he was cool, but he maybe was involved in a shooting.
That's pretty bad.
So I don't know. I didn't really want to do her in A$AP Rocky. And then she also has dated a lot of like businessmen.
Yeah, like billionaires.
Yeah, which could be interesting, but I don't know.
Kind of, stuffy. I don't know.
So I thought Rihanna and Drake was the most interesting.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure her and Chris Brown is, in quotes, interesting, but bad vibes.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, that's why I'm doing Rihanna and Drake. And also, we used to be big Degrassi fans. Mm-hmm. And if you didn't know, Drake used to go by Aubrey Graham.
Aubrey.
His real name. And he played Jimmy Brooks on Degrassi, the Canadian teen drama.
Whatever it takes,
I know I can make it through.
I love Degrassi.
If I hold
we
out.
have a review on actually Apple Podcasts from someone named Degrassi Lover.
That's cool.
We see you.
We hear you.
We hear you. And we appreciate you. We love Degrassi too.
Yeah, let's talk about some Degrassi today. I miss that show.
Me too.
Sometimes I think about rewatching it, but it would be a huge endeavor to rewatch it.
I stopped after, I think, the Shark in the Water season. Or a little bit after that.
Boiling Point?
The Boiling Point, yeah.
I watched after that, but... Yeah, isn't that crazy? Degrassi at one point started doing episodes every day.
That summer was like amazing.
I know. It was so fun.
Every single night there was a new Degrassi episode.
It's such a soap opera.
Yeah.
Every day. No, but it was awesome. That show, man.
Yeah.
They cover everything that could happen to a teen.
I know. It's so hard to keep up with like what storylines they've had.
I know.
And like the character progression for every single character in the show was so wild.
I know.
Like Claire.
Oh
she's
my
the
God.
most wild.
Who even is Claire?
She was like a nerdy,
Yeah.
like Darcy's sister,
Yeah.
first of all, like Christian girl waiting till marriage.
Yeah, nerdy, quiet.
Dating KC, and then with emo lover
Mm-hmm.
Eli.
Yeah.
And then he like had all these issues, and then she like gets with Drew, and then she gets cancer
Oh my
during
God.
school, and then she gets pregnant. Like, it was crazy. She's in high school. No matter
Crazy.
4 years.
Everything happened.
Mm-hmm.
Even like Peter did crystal meth.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry.
yes.
Like, how
And then
does that happen?
They had a PSA
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it. Like, the first time you try crystal meth, you get addicted. Yeah, and Jimmy did not have it easy.
Yep.
Aubrey
Drake's
Graham's
character. Yeah. Jimmy, he was a basketball star. He was dating Ashley
Mm-hmm.
for a long time.
And
They almost,
Hazel.
Yeah. Almost had sex with Ashley like in 8th grade, but then they decided not to.
8th grade?
Yeah.
That's so young.
I know. But yeah, he was a basketball player, and he was like pretty popular, I'd say.
Yeah,
He
I would
was a
say.
spinner.
Yeah, he had the most notable storyline, I think, in all of Degrassi.
Yeah, he was like a star.
Yeah, he
And-
was shot.
Yeah, in the school shooting, and then he was in a wheelchair,
Hmm.
which was a whole storyline. Then he had a thing with Ellie,
I
who was
forgot
goth,
about that.
emo. Yeah.
Then he got back with Ashley.
Mhm.
Ashley was a fucking bitch. She deleted his track.
Oh yeah.
Because she was jealous that he
Yeah.
was like getting successful with
Yeah.
rap music.
Yeah.
That was really bad.
I guess I forgot that Jimmy did music on Degrassi.
Yeah. Well, like, because he couldn't do basketball
Mhm.
anymore.
So sad.
You know. Did he. What did he do? Like, he didn't end up with Ashley, right?
I can't remember.
I feel like he ended up with, like, another girl in a wheelchair?
Maybe. I don't remember. But they didn't follow him when he like went to college. I
Yeah.
think. But they did follow some characters.
Yeah, well, because Aubrey Graham had a lot going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Degrassi. But if I had to give this couple 3 words, I would say unrequited, fling, and fun.
Okay. Like, I've been there before.
Yeah. Okay, little backstories.
Mm-hmm.
I think most people know them, but Aubrey Drake Graham, born October 24th, 1986, so he's 36 now.
Oh, he's old. Well, cut that out. Older than I thought is what I meant.
Yeah, he's older. Because we met him when he was a teen.
I know. He grew up fast.
Yeah, grew up in Toronto, and as we just said, he played Jimmy Brooks on Degrassi: The Next Generation. His parents divorced when he was young, and he was raised by his mother. But in the summers, he'd visit his father, who was a drummer. And he left Degrassi in 2008 to focus on his music career. And he had some mixtapes and music that had come out around that time. And this is I feel like I am one of the first people to ever have listened to Drake's music. because of Degrassi.
Yeah.
Because I was obsessed with Degrassi, and I remember I used to listen to the N podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Which, guys, this was a long time ago. This was like, 2008. It wasn't even streamable. I would download the episodes and put them on my iPod Nano.
That is so crazy.
I know. It was the first podcast I ever heard of. And they would talk to the stars on Degrassi. And I remember Aubrey Graham was on it, and he was saying that he was trying to have starting a rap career.
Wait, I remember that too.
Really?
Listening to that, yeah.
Yeah. And I remember thinking, like, oh my god, what? Like, this is stupid. He's never, like, sorry. I don't know why I was being so cynical as a 8th grader, but I was like, this isn't gonna go anywhere. And I remember it was the album, it was called Drake, or at least it said Drake in big letters, and he had a peacoat, and he had fall leaves behind him. And I don't know, I just didn't think it was gonna go anywhere. So it was crazy that it actually blew up.
Yeah. Is Drake his middle name?
It's his middle name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah.
I think Aubrey is still a pretty interesting name for a guy.
I like that name.
You could have gone by just Aubrey as well.
I know.
Drake was confusing because there was also Drake Bell at the time.
I know.
Who was really, well
He
known
was,
within the teen community.
I was looking up articles from like 2013 and 2009 and around that time. It was kind of funny because I would search Drake, and Drake Bell related stuff was coming up.
Yeah, but he totally eclipsed Drake Bell in every sense of the word.
He totally owns the name Drake these days. So his breakthrough hit was in 2009, Best I Ever Had. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Like, best I ever had. Mm-hmm. Okay, so then Rihanna Fenty.
Oh, her name is Robin?
Yes.
Jeez, I didn't know that.
I know, and it's very interesting that her and Drake both go by their middle names.
Yeah,
and only their middle names.
Yeah.
They're a one-name person,
I forgot that her last name is even Fenty.
Yeah.
That was just like randomly the beauty company's name.
Robin Rihanna Fenty was born February 20th, 1988. So she's 34 now. Mm-hmm. In St. Michael Parish in Barbados. She grew up with her mother and father, her Barbadian father and Guyanese mother. She enjoyed singing as a child. She won a high school talent show singing Mariah Carey. And she was in a girl group. And in 2004, she created a demo which caught the attention of Jay-Z and got her signed to Def Jam label. And her first hit was Pon de Replay in 2005. I'm sure a lot of us remember that.
Really good song.
And she had so many hits since then, like SOS and Umbrella, and I mean, it goes on. But that was like the time early in her career. So apparently Drake and Rihanna first met in 2005.
Oh, wow.
I know. According to Drake, he said this in a speech that comes up later on, but he said that they met when Rihanna was shooting the music video for Pon de Replay at a restaurant in Toronto.
Wow.
And that she was introduced to Drake. And he said he played background music at the restaurant as people ate their dinner. So, I don't know, maybe he's trying to be a DJ or something? I don't know.
Yeah. So did he work at the restaurant?
I don't know. This was still when he was on Degrassi, so I'm kind of confused about that. But, and it's interesting because the guy who was directing that video when he apparently met Rihanna was director X, and he later on, years later, directed Drake and Rihanna for her Work music video.
Oh.
Work.
Work.
We were talking about that earlier. So that was apparently when they first met, but their first so-called date was May 2009. This was on page 6. That can be kind of gossipy. Don't know if it's true, but it reported that Drake and Rihanna were spotted at Lucky Strike in New York City.
Wow, everybody goes to Lucky Strike.
And sources told the outlet that Rihanna was making out with him all night. And then there's this other story. It says, Rihanna is officially over Chris Brown. The Barbadian beauty showed up with a group of friends Monday at Lucky Strike Lanes and Lounge on West 42nd Street, but spent most of the night locking lips with Canadian former child actor turned rapper Aubrey Drake Graham. She was drinking whiskey and apple juice and making out with him all night, says the spy. They were really
and apple juice.
I know. That sounds kind of good. They were really cute together. And then apparently she left Lucky Strike that night with Drake at midnight.
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay, something obviously is happening.
Yeah. But when was that? May? So I think around this time, yeah, so his song comes out, he's becoming way more famous, whatever. She was on a radio show, Andy Martinez's radio show, to talk about Chris Brown, and Angie Martinez brings up Drake and asks if they were dating, and Rihanna shuts it down and says she likes hot older men and insists that her and Drake were still friends.
Okay.
And Martinez continues to ask her about it, but Rihanna's like, no. It's kind of funny. She's like, I like hot older men.
I mean, he is 2 years older.
Yeah. Does she not think he's hot? I don't know. So Rihanna basically said nothing's going on. But June 2010, he has his song Fireworks, which I played for you and Charlotte earlier, that was on his album Thank Me Later, and there's this lyric in it that says, I could tell it wasn't love, I just thought you'd fuck with me. Who could have predicted Lucky Strike would have you stuck with me? Damn, I kept my wits about me luckily. What happened between us that night, it always seems to trouble me.
That's so funny.
I know.
Because we know that they went there together. That's so funny because Lucky Strike is like a chain.
I know. Okay, I'm like, is this just for PR? And like, it seems a little Taylor Swift of him.
I know.
But then again, I don't know if people were like analyzing the lyric. Like, I didn't know.
No,
this. Like,
I had no idea that they had gone to Lucky Strike together. But it's weird because it's like, is that your only interaction with each other?
I know.
Like, or is that just like all we know? And so you're playing into like what people might know about you too.
I don't know. Interesting. So that same month, in an interview at the New York Times, Drake said he felt used by Rihanna.
What?
He said, I was a pawn. You know what she was doing to me? She was doing exactly what I've done to so many women throughout my life, which is show them quality time, then disappear. I was like, wow, this feels terrible. But then he addressed this interview later on again in an interview with MTV News because he didn't want to come off negative.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Drake cracks me up.
I feel like I'm relating to him.
Yeah. He said, I'm at the greatest place in my life. I'm on top of the world. I'm extremely confident. So it's very rare that anybody, let alone a woman that I like, makes me feel nervous or makes me feel small. He said, adding that Rihanna is an overwhelming and incredible person. Overwhelming and incredible person. What? So he said, a woman that I like.
Yeah. So
He definitely likes her.
He's definitely got a little crush.
Yeah.
Who doesn't, though? I feel like she's someone who would be just impossible if she's your friend to not have a crush on her.
She is so cool, just so confident.
Mm-hmm.
And I just gotta say, don't you get the impression that Rihanna is just so badass?
Yeah.
And tough and cool.
Yeah, she's like the most beautiful, perfect person.
And it's really awesome when you think about everything that happened with Chris Brown to realize, like, wow, she is actually, like, so badass.
Yeah.
You know, like, she really, I don't know, somehow got through that and stayed true to herself. Obviously, we don't know her.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know these people. We don't know what happened at Lucky Strike. But she just seems so confident.
Yeah.
She's awesome. But, so, even if she said there was nothing going on, I don't know, they put their differences aside or whatever, and they both, I guess I should say, Drake was featured on her song, What's My Name?
Ooh, na, na, what's my name?
What's my name?
You guys are going to have songs stuck in your head after
do you
this.
remember his part where he's like, square root of 69's 8 something, right?
Oh.
So I'm trying to figure it out.
I forgot about that.
Say my name, wear it out. Yeah, this 2010, I was in high school at this point, guys. This is like, you know, music that would play at my dances and stuff.
Yeah.
What's My Name was on number one song, and in the video, Rihanna and Drake are like being all flirty on each other.
Oh,
and
that must
romantic.
be tough.
Yeah, but then again, that doesn't mean anything because it's a music video.
It must be tough for Drake when he likes her, has feelings for her.
I know. So, What's My Name? February 2011. What's My Name is still at the top of the charts. They performed the song together at the Grammys, and she was like seductively dancing on him when she sang, "Not everybody knows how to work my body, knows how to make me want it, but boy, you stay up on it." Mm-hmm. But again, that doesn't really mean anything.
It's a performance.
Yeah. And they did it again at the NBA All-Star Game. What's My Name?
You must have loved that.
Steamy performance. Yeah. I know. But then, so this is kind of February 2011. Now it's June 2011.
Okay.
Kind of a few months. I don't know what's going on in between. But Drake and Rihanna were spotted at a nightclub in Montreal looking really close. He has his arm around her and their faces are really close together. Do you want to see the picture?
Yeah. Oh, they look really close.
That's when she had her red hair. Yeah, I don't know.
That could be something that friends just do.
Could be just friends. I don't know.
And it could be just a moment in time.
Yeah. So, October 2011, Drake opened up to Elle magazine. Why? I don't know. Seems random.
I know.
About fireworks, and he said, about Rihanna and the inspiration supposedly, and he said, "At the time it hurt, but she didn't mean to. I'll never put her on that. I was hurt because I started to slowly realize what it was. I guess I thought it was more, that this was the first girl with any fame that paid me any mind. You spend days reading about this person in the magazines, all of a sudden you have this #1 song and you're at some birthday party and there she is, and you're just some naive kid from Toronto staying in some shitty-ass hotel who got invited to this party on a whim. That's just how it happened."
Wow, he's really opening up.
I know.
If I was a celebrity, it would be dangerous.
I know.
I would accidentally, start, running my mouth about, the person I have feelings for or something.
I wonder what I would do if I was called, or, I was out to lunch with a journalist or something, and they asked me, tell me about your, I don't know.
Oh my God, I would spill everything.
What would I say? Oh,
it would take a lot, especially if you had a lot on your mind that day.
Yeah.
Let's say you ordered a drink or something at lunch. I would just let it all out.
I know. It's interesting. So, a month after that, they did the song Take Care together. I don't know if you remember that song.
I don't remember it.
It's I'll take care of... Wait, actually, maybe I'll play it right now. Just so you can hear it.
Oh, it sounds familiar, yeah.
Cause you don't say you love me to your friends when they ask you, even though we both know that you do.
That's supposed to be about Rihanna.
Wait, so what's the lyric?
He said, you don't say you love me to your friends when they ask, but we both know you do.
Interesting.
I don't know. Could be
He
anything.
does have kind of a sexy voice, I'll admit.
He does.
Not bad.
Yeah. He can sing and rap.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, because I haven't really been paying attention to, really popular music lately, is it still a thing for, a girl to sing a song and then one verse is a rapper? Because that was so in.
I know.
At this time, 2011.
I don't know, Taylor Swift hasn't done it in a hot second.
A lot of people did that.
Yeah.
Specifically, a female singer.
Yeah.
And then a rapper comes in.
Randomly.
Yeah. And then he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what Drake and Rihanna did a lot of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they do this song together, and in the video, they're, hugging and caressing. But, again, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. So then, 2012, it was reported that Drake and Chris Brown got in a fight.
Are you serious?
Yeah. At an NYC nightclub. And apparently they began yelling at each other, and a bottle was thrown, but later Drake denied being involved in it, but I think he was. It was at the WIP club, and apparently Chris Brown, Rihanna's ex, sent Drake a bottle of champagne, and Drake rejected it.
To apologize?
I guess. I don't know. It was a peace offering or something.
Wow.
And then a fight started between them.
Oh, the champagne was before the fight.
Yeah, so, sorry.
Oh.
This is what happened. Chris Brown sent Drake a bottle of champagne. Mm-hmm. Drake said, like, no.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'm guessing Chris Brown was insulted or something, and they started getting in a fight, and people they were with got involved and got injured.
Oh, no.
I know.
Chris Brown is so hostile. You know what? Be mature.
I know.
He doesn't want the champagne. Is that why he goes by Champagne Poppy?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. That is interesting. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't want to talk to you, dude.
I wonder if they both just happened to be at the club the same night. Probably.
I think maybe.
And he's like, oh, Drake's here? Oh, he's involved with my ex?
Yeah.
I'll send him a champagne, be mature, show him that I don't really have any problem with him. Oh, he doesn't want the champagne? Fuck that guy.
I know. Later on to GQ, Drake talked about this, and he said, 2 rappers fighting over a woman. He's not even a rapper, but still.
Oh my god.
It's the last way you want your name out there. It distracts from the music, but he's made me the enemy, and that's the way it's gonna stay, I guess.
Oh my god. He's not even a rapper.
Yeah.
I love how Drake keeps opening up.
I know, he really does.
Magazines.
Rihanna doesn't really.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, though, so when was this? This was June. Then we have a couple months later, September 2012 MTV VMAs. Which we used to watch these kind of things a lot for Rob and Kristen. But Drake won an award for Best Hip Hop Video, and everyone erupted in clapping and applause, and apparently Rihanna didn't clap. And apparently she was whispering something to her friend at the time.
That's very telling.
I know.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And this apparently is when Rihanna and Chris Brown were back together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm nodding my head. So obviously there was some type of something went down between Rihanna and Drake, probably when she got back together with Chris.
Yeah.
And maybe Chris was in Rihanna's ear.
Yeah.
Bad mouthing Drake.
Yeah, like, I sent him champagne. And
yeah.
He sent it back.
I understand, like, because toxic relationships are hard to get out of, but I hate that Rihanna and Chris Brown even got back together after that.
It was shocking. I remember when that happened, actually being like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You know, we were all, like, on your side.
I know. I mean, it's just really sad because I think, like, that's the case for a lot of toxic relationships. They're so hard to leave, and, like, she really did love him. And so it's, like, sad that, like, she had to make this decision to, like, leave him. But remember she said something like, if I go back to him, like, then other people are going to go back to, like, their abusive partners. But that's a lot to put on her as well, so I feel so bad for her.
I know. Yeah.
I don't think they were back together for that long.
Yeah. Chris Brown and Drake's drama didn't really die down, and Drake was asked about this with Elliot Wilson on the Keep It Thorough podcast. And he said that his issues with Chris Brown were, I could play the audio, but I might just quote it and say, he said, "The woman he loves fell into my life." Life or lap? Life seems weird.
Fell into my life.
Wait, maybe I will play this.
A lot of times, like, you know, I know Chris Brown's running around doing press, and, like, your name comes up, and then it's just like, how much of it is about the person out there doing press and how much they're being baited into to talk about other people? I know that's part of the process that you don't like, right?
I just feel like, man, like, just like for the media and, like, for any media outlet that listens to this interview, like, don't ask me shit about that man when I come up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and leave that man alone, you know? Stop preying on his insecurities, man, because, you know, his insecurities are the fact that I make better music than him, that I'm more popping than him, and that at one point in life, you know what I'm saying, the woman that he loves fell into my lap. I did what a real nigga would do and treated her with respect, so she's not up there talking down on me. You know what I'm saying? And all those things combined, you know, create an individual that comes up to your radio station and is just gonna, you know, do dumb shit. But it's like, it shouldn't be about tearing that man down. It shouldn't be about wanting to see me and him tear each other down. Like, we have an issue, and it's either gonna drag out or maybe in 10 years we'll laugh about it over drinks. But just let us solve that shit.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
So at the end of this interview, I actually had to, like, listen to it a couple times to really, like, catch what was said. But Elliot Wilson says, "We don't need no situation." Drake says, "Or that girl." And Elliot says, "All respect to her." Drake says, "I guess. I just said I'm not thinking about either of them."
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So he's heartbroken.
Yeah.
But that's so funny, though. He's like, leave Chris alone. Like, he's so insecure because he makes terrible music. The stupid projects that he's working on. I'm so much better than him. Just leave him alone because he's a fucking pathetic loser.
Yeah, don't prey on his insecurities. Yeah. It's true. I mean, maybe some people do like him, but who does want to hear him rap?
No.
I know.
No, some people do still really love him. When I was a senior in high school, I did hip-hop, and my final hip-hop dance was a tribute to Chris Brown. This is in 2014. I thought it was weird.
Oh my god.
Couldn't say
Tribute.
anything, though.
Yeah. I still remember, like, in college, my boyfriend at the time, his roommates were from Ireland, and I remember I asked them what kind of music they liked, and they were like, Chris Brown? I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, I just can't.
Yeah. And it's sad, like, I remember we all really liked his songs back in the day, like, I'm forgetting
With you,
oh, yeah.
I need you, boo.
Yeah.
Gotta see you, boo, and there's hearts all over
the world tonight.
There's
Hearts all over the world tonight. Yeah.
But I do think that, like, Chris Brown, before that happened, had a reputation for being, like, such a nice guy. Like, I just, like,
Yeah,
he
he
was
did.
such a gentleman, such a cutie. So, I mean, he just really... But also, I do think with the whole incident with Rihanna, it's so heinous. I really can't forgive it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if he really, really worked on himself and, like, had a huge redemption, like, maybe I would see it. But I feel like he still continued to be a huge dick after that.
I know. I think so, too. So, September 2013, Drake was on the Ellen DeGeneres show. She's playing a game with him where she projected images of girls he's been involved with.
Loves that
yeah,
game.
And he has to basically say what the deal is. And the first picture was Rihanna, and he said, "Yeah, great girl. We had our moment. I'll always support and have love for her."
They've obviously slept together.
That's what I think, right? Come on.
Gun to my head, they've slept together.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
Gun to your head, have they slept together?
100%.
Yeah. More than
multiple
once?
times.
Yeah.
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 At least 5. No,
Yeah.
4 times.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, at least 4. But I thought it was so funny at the end of this video. Maybe I'll play it for you because it's just so funny. He says he's single and ready to mingle. Wait, I'll play it.
Are you dating anybody now?
I'm not. I'm single.
Really?
I'm ready to mingle.
A lot of people.
The album's done. I got free time. Well, not really. I'm
No,
gonna go
you're
on
going
tour.
on tour.
But I have a couple months after that, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm not dating anybody. I'm open to.
Okay.
You know.
Well,
I'm open to.
That's so funny. It's like, I got some free time coming up, so
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going on tour for the next couple months if anyone's interested. That's so cute.
I know, that cracked me up.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? What celebrity does that? It's like, yeah, I'm single. Like,
Announcing
yeah,
it on
let me
Ellen.
know. I'm open to it.
He kind of reminds me of people that, like, my brother Kevin is friends with from, like, high school.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I just feel like he has the same vibe.
Cool. February 2014. This is a long time later. Kind of. Well, like a year later. Some months later. He talks to Rolling Stone and he talks about Rihanna again and says, "She's the ultimate fantasy. I mean, I think about it. Like, man, that would be good. We have fun together, and she's cool and shit, but we're just friends. That's my dog for life."
Wow. That must be tough for him that he has a huge crush on her and that they have slept together. Like, that must have been, like, insane.
I know. I do wonder, though, like, he must be hooking up with other people.
Probably.
You know, we don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
What if there's a reason Rihanna doesn't want to be with him?
There obviously probably is.
I know. But then again, I do think she likes bad boys.
I know.
so-
Is he too nice of her?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, Drake isn't totally innocent. There's
he's definitely
some
not.
problematic things about
So
Drake.
that's why I wonder, like, is it really like, oh, Drake, oh, or was he being a fuckboy?
Yeah.
I don't know. In 2014, there were rumors that Drake and Rihanna were back on.
He said he doesn't do do-overs.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, Rihanna's an exception. Despite her always saying they're just friends, they were seen in London holding hands.
Friends
I have a
don't do
picture
that.
here. They're like in a car together.
That's intimate.
Yeah, they were doing that. They spent a lot of time together in Europe. They went to Zouk restaurant and bar in Manchester, England, and stayed till 3 a.m. apparently. And then they went bowling at All-Star Lanes.
They like bowling.
Like, what's with the bowling? I don't know.
Yeah, when they went to Lucky Strike, did they do, like, the arcade part of it? Or did they do the bowling part of it?
I don't know. I guess I assumed bowling part. But after this hand-holding European hangout thing, Rihanna denied ever dating Drake to Vanity Fair and said her last official boyfriend was Chris Brown.
Okay. Not official.
So, yeah, and then in 2015, they were mentioned being associated with other people. Like, he was linked to Serena Williams, and
Wow.
she was associated with Leonardo DiCaprio and Travis Scott.
Wow.
I know. But I don't think, like, she actually dated Leo. I don't really know what happened.
Seems like she'd probably be too old for him at this point, right?
She would be too old for him?
Yeah.
Rihanna?
Well, he only dates like 25-year-olds.
Oh, okay. I didn't get what you were saying. I was like, wait, no? No. But 2016, they have their song Work together, and they're dancing in videos together and such, and performances. He showed up at her show in Manchester, England, and during the concert, he addressed the crowd about his feelings for Rihanna.
What?
And he said, "Shout out to the most beautiful, talented woman I've ever seen. She goes by the name of Rihanna. I'm getting my heart broken."
Oh my god, Drake.
I know.
His heart's on the floor right now.
She just doesn't care. I don't really get the dynamic. Like, how do they
No.
hang out if he's saying stuff like this? I just don't get it. Yeah, I don't know. I bet they have an understanding that it's just casual or just friends or...
Well, it seems like
I don't know.
they have an understanding, but he forgets it.
Yeah, they have an understanding, but then publicly he's like, she's my dream girl.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
But do you think behind closed doors, like, he still wants more? Like, if she said yes, we'll date, he'd date her?
I think...
That's what...
Just from what I'm picking up, I mean, I don't know everything, but I would assume. They do the song Too Good For You for Drake's album, and some of the lyrics kind of sound like their relationship. I mean, it could be a coincidence, but it's like, do you remember the song? It's like, I'm too good for you, I'm way too good for you. You take my love for granted, I just don't understand it.
Oh, that's telling.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess do they want us to think that they have that dynamic
I
in real life to
know.
sell the music?
Maybe.
Could
I
be.
know, it could be just PR. Then, July 2016, this could be just promotional and fake, but, you know, it's one of those things where a source confirmed to E! That Drake and Rihanna were back on. He still loves her and never stopped. They're having fun spending time with each other. The music got them close again. I don't know. But apparently, they were seen leaving the Tape nightclub in London around this time. And oh my god, I went to Tape in 2016.
No way!
Yeah.
And this is 2016?
Yeah.
Wow, you could have seen them there.
I've seen them there. I didn't, but that place was crazy. They had, like, this air blowing on people and girls in, like, little school dress outfits dancing.
I feel like if I was a celebrity, I wouldn't really want to go to a nightclub.
I know.
I wouldn't want so many other people around me.
Yeah.
I'd be nervous.
I'm not into nightclubs personally. But they did have like, at Tape, they had those areas.
Oh,
where
the
there's, like,
VIP.
VIP, yeah, like, bottle service. People were getting, like, oh my god, they were getting champagne, you know, with, like, the sparklers and stuff. And the champagne, some of the bottles cost, like, probably $1,000 or something.
That's crazy.
I know. It was really bougie place. I remember the cheapest drink. I don't think I drink anything because I think the cheapest drink was like $17.
Wow.
Or 17 pounds. Which especially then was like a lot of money.
Yeah, when you're in college.
Yeah. Also, my friends and I went way too early.
Oh, yeah.
Like, stupid Americans. We were there at like 10, which seems reasonable.
Late, yeah.
Seems reasonable, but nobody was there until like midnight.
I'm sleepy at 10 o'clock.
Yeah. So, Rihanna was touring around Europe, but she did hop on a plane over the weekend to go to Drake's OVO music festival in Toronto, which some people took to mean that, like, I don't know, she really cares about him or something, that she would leave her tour to go do that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And OVO is October's very own, which is his record label with the producer 40 and Oliver El Khadeeb. So I didn't know that, but some people might know that. Same month, ahead of the MTV Movie Awards, Rihanna was being awarded the Video Vanguard Award, which I think is like kind of a lifetime achievement type of award for this show.
She just seems too young for that.
I know. But Drake took out a billboard to congratulate her, and in cursive it said, "Congratulations to Rihanna from Drake and everyone at OVO." And she posted an image of the billboard on Instagram and said, "When he extra, heart, question mark, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point."
Wow, that's a lot to unpack. When he extra, I feel like by posting that, she's kind of confirming that they're together.
Yeah, and there's a heart.
Or maybe she feels obligated to post
Yeah,
it.
maybe.
I mean, that's quite extra. Honestly, I would get the ick if someone did that for me.
A billboard.
I know it's sweet, it's a grand gesture, but like if someone was chasing me, posting a billboard is like buying a billboard and for me, it's just gonna kind of honestly gross me out.
I mean, if you loved the guy and you
I
were dating, I think it would be
already.
Cute. But if you were kind of like already rejecting him.
Yeah, if I was already the upper hand, that's not gonna do it. He's gotta ignore me.
Oh no. Yeah, so at the award show, he presented it to her and he really went on and on about how much he likes her, and here it is.
The first time I met Robin Fenty, it was 2005. She was shooting a music video at a restaurant called Avocado in Toronto. The song was Pon de Replay, and the director of the video was Little X. I was introduced to her as a kid who played background music at the restaurant as people ate their dinner. It's hard to believe that 11 years later, all three of us would come together to create the visual for a song called Work. Today, the world knows Little X as Director X. They know me as Drake and not the kid singing while you order pasta. But 11 years later, they still all know Rihanna as the one and only Rihanna. Captivating from day one, the iconic being that is Rihanna was already at a place where most artists only dream of going. For them, that's often the peak, but for her, that was a starting point, and she has kept ascending to an untouchable level ever since. When it comes to music, she relentlessly takes over the charts with every release. When it comes to performance, they swarm in masses just to be in her presence. Obviously. And when it comes to fashion and style, she makes it seem so effortless until you try and do it yourself, which is when it gets a little awkward. What's most impressive isn't the endless list of stats, awards, and accomplishments. What's most impressive is the person. Some artists need to play a character to achieve success. Some need to downplay their own natural instincts to blend in. She succeeds by doing something that no one in this music industry does, which is being herself. This woman has surpassed all competition while still being the same girl from Barbados, surrounded by the same friends, speaking with the same accent, and never missing a crop over unless it's to come perform at OVO Fest, which we appreciate. We love the music which can change styles from album to album. We love the videos which change their artistic vision from year to year. But most of all, we love the woman who hasn't changed since day one.
She's someone I've been in love with since I was 22 years old. She's one of my best friends in the world. All my adult life, I've looked up to her even though she's younger than me. She's a living, breathing legend in our industry. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of the Michael Jackson Vanguard Award for 2016, Rihanna.
Okay, the way he paused right before he said, she's someone I've been in love with, he was contemplating, should I say this?
I know, it kind of seemed like that.
He was nervous.
Yeah.
So, which makes me think he really does love her.
And then he, did you see, went to kiss her? But she kind of, dodged it a little.
Yeah, I think he got a little carried away with the audience clapping. Yeah. He's like, but honestly, it's not about him.
Yeah.
It's her moment.
Yeah.
And so, I feel like him trying to kiss her is going too far.
Yeah.
But that must be really hard to even give that speech. I don't know if, are they, hooking up at this point? I don't know. But, if she's rejecting you and then you're,
reportedly, this summer they were, back together.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But, she's, rolling her eyes through the speech. She's not really, super into it.
Yeah. Maybe she's just uncomfortable or something. Maybe she doesn't want to put it all out there. I don't really know what it is.
She really is the one and only Rihanna, though.
I know. She is.
I want to have more of that confidence in my life.
I know, me too.
That, effortlessness.
Yeah. And I feel bad I don't really have, clips of her talking about it, but she didn't really talk about it. Besides that time, she said they were just friends.
Yeah.
At least on, video.
He's wearing his heart on his sleeve here.
Yeah. That same night, Drake posted a picture of them together, and it looks very couple-like.
Yeah, he's, kissing her cheek.
Yeah, it's from down below, and he's kissing her face, and it just looks like something a couple would do. I don't know.
Yeah, he's really into her.
I know. So this is still summer 2016, same month, August, but it's the end of August 31st. There was continued speculation about their relationship. Oh, a performance for Drake's Summer 16 tour. In Miami, they kissed on stage. And I know that's just could be for the show, but it's interesting. I mean, it's short, but it is on the lips.
Yeah, you don't do that with just anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it was during the song?
It was during the song.
Okay. Yeah, it could go either way with that one.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'll show you. Is that it? Oh, yeah, it's very short. It's very short.
She kind of converts the kiss into a hug.
Yeah.
So it tells me she's not really feeling it.
I know.
I think she loves and appreciates him, but she's not, into him.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Physically.
And then later, they were seen in the crowd. They're, close together. He looks so happy. He's smiling ear to ear.
Yeah.
She's whispering in his ear. And then there's another picture of him, holding her face and whispering in her ear, I guess. Aww. I don't know. They're clearly close.
Yeah.
But, she seems a little uncomfortable. And September 2016, I think this was going on during the summer, but things came out noticing that they had matching tattoos. And it's true, they both had, a shark tattoo. They looked exactly the same, the design.
That's confusing.
Mm-hmm. But then in October, it was rumored that it was either over or, an open relationship or something. I don't know. But this is, when people say they broke up October 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And Rihanna shared a photo with a caption that read, "None of my exes are married or in happy relationships, so it's safe to say I wasn't the problem, LOL." I don't know. And that same month, Rihanna supposedly unfollowed Drake on Instagram.
Oh, that means a lot.
Which is the modern way of saying something's over,
it's
you
over.
know? Yeah.
Did he still follow her?
He kept following her. Yep.
Okay, well, that makes me think that he did something wrong.
I know.
Because if she didn't want to see him, then she was hurt by him.
Yeah, probably. I know, that's why.
Unless he wouldn't leave her alone.
Yeah, maybe.
It could be that, too.
Maybe she was it's over, and she just didn't want to see him anymore. I don't know. I don't know if we can totally just be like, oh, poor Drake. Like, maybe he did something.
Yeah. I don't trust him fully.
Yeah. So a couple months after that, at a concert, Drake said, he was performing, and he said, it's somebody's birthday today, somebody I have a lot of love for and a lot of respect for. And then he said, so instead of singing happy birthday, though, we're just going to do this in Dublin. Instead of singing happy birthday, we're just going to set it off like this. And he did their song Work, but without Rihanna, obviously.
So it was Rihanna's birthday, I'm guessing?
Yeah, it was Rihanna's birthday. Yeah.
He's kind of playing into it.
I know.
By saying that at a concert. It's like he wants the press for it.
He is. April 2017, the romance between Drake and Rihanna was seemingly died down so much that it was like awkward to be together because they were at a kid's birthday party together, and there's a video of it where like Rihanna's playing with the kids and he's kind of like in the corner. I don't know, it's really awkward.
Kid?
I'm not sure. It's just somebody's birthday party. And then later in 2017, this is when Drake had a child with model/painter Sophie Brousseau. And apparently Drake had only met Sophie 2 times before this, so that was definitely like a hookup.
Yeah.
You know. And there was like a lot of drama about this. I mean, it really has nothing to do with Rihanna, but at first he like didn't really acknowledge his son.
Yeah.
And Pusha T had a diss track about it. But then he did acknowledge his son publicly. And it seems like he is in the kid's life today, but him and Sophie were never really in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know?
It does seem like, based on his Instagram, that he does spend a lot of time with the son.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and so this would have been like a year after it was supposedly over with Rihanna. So I don't think it had anything to do with that, but now they're just like in different places, I would say.
Yeah. Wasn't she dating like a billionaire around this time too?
Yeah, she was. And then this is the same year that Drake was apparently friends with Millie Bobby Brown, who was 18 years younger than him.
Yeah.
And this has nothing to do with Rihanna too, but I mean, it's just interesting. Millie Bobby Brown said, I love him. He's honestly a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just texted each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much. And I was like, I miss you more.
Okay, that is weird.
I know.
That is weird, because I was going to give Drake the benefit of the doubt about this friendship and be like, okay, he was a child actor. Maybe he wants to be like a mentor.
I know, but I miss you.
I miss you is creepy.
I know.
Don't do that, Drake.
I know, what the fuck?
I don't like that.
Was Drake always kind of shady like this, or did he become more shady? May 2018... Rihanna, you know, she's been in different relationships and stuff, was asked about Drake in an interview with Vogue, and she said, waiting through that speech, so the one where he says, I've been in love with her, yeah, waiting through that speech was probably the most uncomfortable part. I don't like too many compliments. I don't like to be put on blast. And she was asked about the status of their friendship, and she said, we don't have a friendship now, but we're not enemies either. It is what it is. And after this interview came out, Drake unfollowed Rihanna on Instagram.
Wow. I love that people know that.
I know.
Yeah, so something happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like that she called the speech uncomfortable. I know that like sometimes it can be, but
yeah,
I don't think she should say that.
I know.
But actually, you know what? I could see it, though.
Actually, no. I don't know. June 2021, it appeared that Rihanna had covered up the shark tattoo that matched Drake's. It's like above her foot. It's on her ankle. And yeah, it used to be a shark, and now I can't really tell what it is, but it almost looks like a skyline, or I don't know. It's like some kind of shape she turned it into.
Wow.
I don't know. So
it's over.
Definitely over. Yeah. And, I mean, they still get asked about it. In 2021, he talked about her on the talk show The Shop, and he said, as life takes shape and teaches you your own lessons, I end up in this situation where I don't have the fairy tale of Drake started a family with Rihanna. It's so perfect. It looks so good on paper, and I wanted it too at one time.
Oh, he wanted it badly.
I know. I can't believe he would say that.
I know.
Like, what?
Why is it? I mean, I could see saying it to your friends, but saying it to the whole world.
I know. Why?
He really can't filter himself.
I know. I don't know.
But in a way, I commend him for it.
Yeah. Me too.
Maybe he just has a lot of love in his heart, honestly.
Maybe
that's a whole Millie Bobby Brown thing. Maybe he's like so innocent that we don't.
Just has a lot of love in his heart.
I don't like it, guys.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I like it, but maybe he just like says, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's very complimentary.
Maybe. It's getting dark in here. So February 2022, Rihanna announced her pregnancy with A$AP Rocky, and Drake unfollowed him.
Oh my god. So he's still torn up about this.
He's upset. And
I'm upset. Is that a song by him? I'm upset. Yeah,
what
I think
is that
it
song?
is.
Oh yeah, it is by him. Good job, Mel. I'm
Maybe
upset.
When did that come out?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm upset. Song by Drake. When did it come out? Oh, 2018.
Oh, okay. Well, that could have been about their...
What was going on around then? Oh, that's when she said the speech was uncomfortable.
Yeah!
And he unfollowed her.
That could be it.
I mean, we have to assume that, we have all these public stories and interviews and stuff, but there's all this stuff going on in the background that we don't know.
Yeah, I tend to think that he probably did something that made her be like, no, I'm not going to be with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he can't accept that.
Yeah, probably. I know. So recently, Rihanna has given birth to a son. I don't think the world knows his name yet, but she's a mom now, and he's a dad now, I guess. And
we're moved on.
Yeah, they're in different places. And that's basically it. That's the story of Drake and Rihanna.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that they definitely have hooked up. I'm gonna raise the number from 4. I think like at least 11 times.
Yeah, because I forgot there was later on more stuff going on in the tattoo, and
and I think that but you know what, maybe he came on too strong as well, and that kind of turned her off.
Yeah, I do think there was something there. I don't think it's like totally made up.
I don't think so.
But I don't think they were boyfriend and girlfriend.
No, I think he wanted to be.
Yeah.
I think she thought about it.
Yeah, she thought about it. Maybe she said yes for a couple days. No,
yeah.
Sometimes that happens. I think that he probably meant a lot to her, and obviously she meant a lot to him, but I don't think she wanted to be, serious with him. And a lot of this stuff too was kind of like in the aftermath of Chris Brown and whatever, and I don't know, you can understand, like, this guy's coming on so strong.
Yeah, I feel like that could actually be kind of scary.
Yeah.
You worry about possessiveness of somebody, and so...
We don't know. Yeah. Only Drake and Rihanna really know. If only we could be a fly on the wall.
I know. But in a way, it feels unfinished.
It does feel unfinished. I know, right?
I feel like there's more that could happen.
I know. What the heck? I mean, I don't know, like, how her relationship with A$AP Rocky is, so I don't want to, like, diss that.
It doesn't seem great.
Yeah.
Based off little things that I've heard about it.
So what do we think is the likelihood that they could get back together?
I think they'll try again. Probably 60%, honestly. That's my highest rating.
Yeah. I could see that, too.
I think they will.
Maybe I'll say 50.
Speaking from experience, some of those unofficial relationships are really hard to break, because if they never like get to the point of being official, it feels like they never really ended.
Yeah.
Whereas when you have a real relationship where you're officially together and the whole world knows it, and then you break up, like you broke up. Yeah. Like it's over. But if it never really took off in the first place, then it...
Yeah. They're always like in the back of their minds, probably in the shadows, you know, she's dating someone else, but Drake's still into her. It's like, okay,
he obviously still really has feelings for her if he can't handle, but honestly that's hypocritical of him to unfollow A$AP Rocky. Like, you had another kid too.
Yeah, but maybe him and, can I call him Rocky? I don't know. No, I'll just say A$AP. Maybe they like hung out. I don't really know.
True.
I don't know a ton about his personal life. Like, maybe he kind of considered him a friend or something.
Yeah.
And then was like, fuck you.
I bet Rihanna doesn't even remember meeting him in 2005 at that restaurant. Also,
I could see that.
He was booked on a TV show.
I know.
Probably had a good income from that.
I don't know why he was trying to act like I was just a kid playing music while people ate their pasta. Like, you're on Degrassi.
Yeah, like you're pretty famous for a Canadian.
Yeah. I don't get it. I
think those Degrassi kids kind of had regular lives though. Like I think they still went to regular school if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But it's where did he have the time to also work in a restaurant?
I don't know. I don't think he worked at the restaurant. I think he did music at the restaurant.
Oh, okay. He's making it sound like he's just playing music in the background.
Just some kid. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. He's definitely a Toronto celebrity.
Yeah, definitely.
I did another Canadian. What the heck's up with
that?
that?
True.
I wanted to ask you, just as a fun thing, since I feel like we have time. Yeah, we have time. What's the most random couples we could possibly do?
Ooh. Random couple. Carrie Underwood and Chase Crawford.
They dated?
They dated
no
for
way.
a year or something.
No way.
Ryan Seacrest and Julian Huff.
That would be weird.
I would do it. It's kind of interesting.
I was saying to you, I already said this to you, so recycling, but it'd be so weird to do Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Bill and Melinda Gates.
Yeah. Yeah, or like
Bill Gates met.
So I was saying like Randy Jackson and his wife, if he's married, I don't even know if he is.
Randy Jackson.
Like the voice of SpongeBob.
Oh my god.
And whoever he's
That's very
married to,
random.
maybe.
Clay Aiken and
I think he's been single.
oh, he's never been with anybody.
No, maybe he has, but
Everyone has some story, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you have because I know you, but I've been so invested in some couples that are so random.
Oh yeah,
you know,
me too.
Not even famous whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, it's really people from real life who
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
a little invested in. I think it'd be so funny to cover people from real life and nobody would care.
I was thinking, if anybody knows any really, beautiful or awesome or just interesting love stories from real life, keep it to a paragraph or whatever, but, if you told us, it would be cool to hear some real life. I mean, obviously, these are all real life, but, some normal love stories,
Especially just some heartwarming stories for the episodes that are a little bit more sad.
Yeah,
that would be nice to end on a positive note.
Yeah.
To know that love is positive
It's
as well.
real. It's real. So many. And, guys, you can always, if you have any suggestions or things you'd like to be covered, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. And also, as we said in our last episode, send us a voice message about any couples that you're really interested in. And when we cover them, we would love to play the voice message.
That would be cool. That would be cool. I don't know. There's so many. It's it's infinite. There's so many people we could cover.
Oh, yeah. Jeff Probst.
Oh, my. Yes.
And that Survivor contestant that he dated. I would love to do that.
Is anybody interested in this, guys? Jeff Probst, host of Survivor. He dated a girl from Survivor.
Yeah, contestant.
For 4 years.
Yeah.
Apparently he emailed her.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
After the season was over.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I wonder if there's more to the story if that's it.
Wait, I would love to cover that.
I know.
I feel like no one would care.
But would anyone be interested? I know. I was thinking, because this relationship that I covered today was pretty brief and kind of a fling kind of thing. But I was thinking, wouldn't it be hilarious if we started years from now or something doing people that went on one date?
Yes.
Literally the night they met.
Yeah.
We do the whole backstory leading up to it. Grew up with this, had struggles in high school, blah, blah, blah. Finally, they went on a date. They went to Lucky Strike.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. And it just didn't work out. It fizzled out. Well, I'm sure there's probably so many one dates as A-listers have been on with each other and it just fizzled out. They just didn't have a connection. There was no spark.
Yeah. Drake was making it sound like he's been on a lot of first dates that didn't go anywhere. But I don't know if I buy it. I don't get it.
I know. There's something fishy here.
It's also Prince Charles, how he kept getting rejected. It's what's going on?
I know. Because Drake's a good-looking guy. I said, I think he has a sexy voice.
Maybe he's more of a player. I mean, I definitely consider him that way now. But, even back then, maybe he was just kind of a player, and he's just making it sound like he's so innocent. I don't know,
but
guys, you know?
Maybe he's, like, kind of desperate, though.
Yeah. Because what was with the I'm single thing?
Yeah.
Is he too desperate?
Well, you know what? I will say, like, there are some guys who are very nice and will give you a lot of attention, but you can tell it's just because they want attention from anybody. And so it's hard to, like, really get, like, caught up in their chivalry because you're, like, I don't feel special.
Yeah.
Like, for
I know
example,
what you mean.
when I was a sophomore in high school, I was going... Okay, I really feel bad sharing this story, but I was asked to the dance by a guy, and I said yes. And then in my dance class, later, I, like, told the other girls, and I found out that I was, like, maybe the 5th girl that he had asked to the dance.
Oh, my God.
And I feel bad because, you know, it's someone's brother, and it's nice that he kept trying to get a date. But I ended up, like, really being turned off by that.
Yeah.
Because I felt like, oh, it doesn't really have anything to do with me. Like,
Yeah,
he
it's
just
understandable.
wanted any date, you know?
Yeah, it's not special. Yeah, I could see there being some of that. Maybe. I don't know. It's like a little mysterious to me. But I'm not like a Drake expert, obviously, so if anybody knows, let us know. But it was really fun learning about this, and it gave me some laughs.
Yeah. I like it. We needed something light.
I was also randomly thinking of what?
I was just thinking that, like, we needed something light. Poor Drake is probably, like, crying
I know.
at home
He's like,
about Rihanna and A$AP Rocky.
This is the biggest struggle of my life.
Yeah.
I'm heartbroken.
One of the hardest things he's ever been through. And when we're like, that was a nice, funny episode.
Give me a laugh. Yeah.
Well, spoiler, our next episode, this is a couple that did break up.
No.
And I would say if you were around in the late 2000s, this was a couple that was on your radar. It was kind of a teen dream. And I would say
Teenage dream tonight.
this couple was like the major couple at like the start of social media and everything too, and probably stopped being as big of a deal when Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart got together.
I can see that. I can see that. Wow. Okay. I'm excited.
I'm really excited.
I love being in the listening seats.
It will be a long one, probably.
Whoa. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for listening and for supporting the show. We love you.
We love you, and we'll get back together next week.
We'll get back together next week.
Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear,